David Stevens, Federal Builders. Today is Thursday, March 17th, 2022, and this stock market update for trades of the day. And it was another rocket ride today. Boy, market is doing well with this. We've almost retraced back from the bottom, getting close to that 50% mark. So seeing that retracement is great. Although it also kind of makes me cautious a little bit because, if we retrace back 50% of the drop, we could retrace the return back 50% and kind of bounce back and forth. So, we could have a pullback here soon to just retrace and confirm that we're headed in a bull direction here, and the bears are done for a while. But so just be careful out there. But we'll take what we have, and it's been great. But also remember options expiration tomorrow. So that's day, week, month, quarter, all expiring on the same day. So it could be a volatile day because everybody's going to be wanting their money out. The people that are on calls want their money. The people that are short in the market on puts are going to want their money before they expire. So it could be a crazy day tomorrow. And so you could also see the market swing in both directions as people are trying to get out their positions and hopefully make some money on what they put in. So just be careful out there, and we'll see what happens. But be ready for a battle tomorrow. Make sure you're locking those profits in, and expect that no shorts, no short or long-term holds tomorrow at least. More than likely is what we're looking at. So let's get right into it. Take a look at what's going on. I just know we're not financial advisors. Our trades are our own. Your trade should be your own as well. We're just showing you what we're doing, what we're looking at, how we perceive the market. You need to trade on your own. And if you do need more information, or you're wanting to, get free training, free access to, our Discord or what have you, just go to finwealthlive.com. And from there, you can get access to free materials, as well as a link back to our YouTube videos, where we have our YouTube videos that we post every night during the week here to help you to prep for the day and to let you know what's going on in the marketplace from our perspective. Finn, this is Viz. So let's look at the market today. So you can see here, Dow Jones closed up 1.23%, NASDAQ up 1.33%, and S&P 500 up 1.23%. So really a rocking day. You can just see a nice climb up here. Just a really good movement here on the market. So that's what we like to see. Makes it easier for trading. So just really a good day. You're looking at the overall heat map here. You can see a nice blend across all industries as far as money flowing in. A little bit, a few spots, where money wasn't flowing in today, but overall the market was just great. The FANG stocks really did well. So just really pleased with what we're seeing going on right now. You can see our scanner. We did hit one small stock here, PIK, up 158%. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So you see here, the low was 153. Pre-markets where this kind of hit, started jumping up here. In the open, you had it around 330, and then 429. It was the high in the morning, and it kind of pulled back and kind of sat flat here right on the 20 moving average, which is where you want it. 307 is kind of where it came back in, and just kind of grinded most of the day until the end of the day. And then we had this huge rally, and we had rallies in other areas too, but we'll cover that in a little bit. But this basically spiked really from 350 up to 618, and then it pulled back here. After hours, it's just kind of sitting here. I'm just showing you after hours. It's kind of grinding back higher. It's over the 20. So looking for a play tomorrow. See if this PIK will give us a run tomorrow. If not, it's going to just fall off and down, probably back to normal. So just be careful if you're trading this. Know your stops here, around this, $5 468 range here on the 20 moving average. It's where your stop would be. See if we can get a rally off it tomorrow. That would be great to see. Really, love these multi-day trades on these small caps. But really, this one staying above the 20 gives me good hope that maybe there's another day out of this at least. I wanted to focus on the SPY real quick. You see, we have this wedge here that we've been in, and you see that the SPY spiked out of this wedge, and so that's good bullish momentum. We've had 3 good strong days, We've broken out, and we're just barely above the 50 moving average, which is where you want to be. 100 moving average is up here at 444, which we talked about in our videos was, going to be resistance for us. So, but we got to, do we break through and do we, rally up here and hold this tomorrow? It's possible. It's also possible we can roll down here and retest this, or even fail like, Tesla did before when we had this wedge. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but we could rally up here, but this could be resistance also. We could have a pullback. So we'll see how we want to close out this week, if it wants to close out real strong or not. But just be careful on your trading. But that's the SPY. Amazon, I slipped this one in here. This one was on kind of on my secondary short list. It's what we cover, beyond the 6 that we're trading with our members inside with it, inside numbers here. So share those with our members every morning. We give them kind of, here's where you go long, here's where you go short on the stock, depending on the open. And so we post a free one out there in our Discord, but we also post multiple ones out for our members. But you see Amazon just rocketed, $100, in a day is a great move. And you can see Amazon just been very bullish, just blowing everything away. And our next resistance area is around this 3,200 we talked about in our video last night, just, 60 points away. But, we are grossly elevated right now. Amazon just had this gigantic run. They are, they mentioned their stock split. So, that typically causes a huge run up as well. But, a lot of times you'll get a huge run up and then you'll get a little bit of pause or a little bit of retracement. And if we retrace, I could see us retracing, back down here to this 3,069. So that's, quite a drop here possibly. So just be careful if you're trading Amazon. We could kind of pause here and pull back here and retrace a little bit and then, run back up again. Do we run all the way up here? We could, but if we do get up to this resistance area, expect an even larger pullback. So just be careful on Amazon, but I like it. I think I love it for a shorting opportunity or to go long. So we're going to pull that up on our list here and put that in our top 6 here. Facebook is on our top 6 as well. This one just continues to just run as well. But you know what, this one, this had dumped huge. This was a huge pullback for Facebook, but it looks like it's getting some momentum here. We got over the 200s, which is really where I wanted to see. We're above, the 200, the 100, and the 50. See the 20 moving average curling up here, which is, nice and strong. Follow through for the bulls. We got the 200 up here, which is our next resistance area at 216.60. So do we make it all the way that way? It's possible. It could be also that we could pull back here onto the 50 or the 20 that's rolling up here and bounce off that and retest this area just to make sure that the bears are out of there and the bulls can run. So just watching Facebook, kind of right in the middle right now. If you're getting in new, it's really high risk. It's a lot better to get down here on a support level or wait till you break resistance here or you fail resistance rather than getting right in the middle. So just be careful if you're not in Facebook. Netflix, we just closed above the 20. So really great day. Three straight days up from the bottom. So this is nice and strong. Can we rally up towards the 50 here? The next resistance area is around 420 here. So do we get there? That's what we want to work towards. So we'll see if we can hold this level. At least if we can hold above the 20, it's great. If we fall back below the 20 here, then we could be coming back to our support line, here around 355. So, looking for Netflix to continue to give us a nice run here. So far, really solid. NVIDIA, rocket ride, huge rocket ride. I mean, we've moved huge in a matter of 3 days, and we blew through the 20. We got through the 50, and we're just right under the 100. So if we get above this 249, 250 area, we got a nice run up to 268. So nice open space up here. So hopefully we can hold this and get above all the moving averages. If we can, this has a lot of momentum to build a move up. If we don't get above, this 2048, we could pull back to the 50 at 245 or get back into a little channel here between the 20 and the 50, get pinned between here. So just be careful if we get a pullback. If we get above that level, hopefully we can close. I like to really close a couple of days above 250 to really see the strength to run to 268, but we'll see. We'll see what we get on NVIDIA, but really like it. Shopify we've got on our top list here too now, because this is just nice solid 3 days up past the 20. The 50s clear up here at 820, so we got a huge run up here. That's why I wanted to pull it up here. If we continue to get a good strong bullish momentum here, this could climb good $50 a day. You can see here, we were just right down here at 604 and 657. So $50 today, $50 the day before, so $50 here. So just nice run. So we'll see if we can keep that up on Shopify. If we break back below 640, maybe coming back down to do a little retracement. But if we can hold this, especially as the week closes, or get maybe up past 680 level, that would be great. That way we can start moving our way back up towards that 50 moving average. Tesla, really good day as well. So we're down here around this 830 level, which we talked about in our video last night. Got to 870, which 860 is what we're talking about. So we got above, even further above that. And we 900 is our next level to kind of break through and hold. If we break through 900 and hold next this end of this week, that would be great. That means we are on our way possibly to break out above all these moving averages and really rocket here. If we break back below this, really 860 is what I would say, or even, this 200 moving average here around 856, we could come back towards revisiting, 830, maybe even 800, and try to find support. But nice strong day on Tesla too. So our 6 stocks that we're trading with our members is just really had a great week. Apple's on our list too. I'm moving it over here to our secondary list, just because it's a great stock. It's strong. It's just not as moving as much, but it is moving the market. And you can see here our goal was to get over at 160, and we did. Today we did get actually a higher, almost close this gap up here before pulling back here back below the 20. So I don't like that we didn't close above the 20. That could be a sign of weakness, where maybe we have a pullback in the market on our Friday. If we can just rally up and boom past this 162 level and get past 164, we got a nice run up here to hopefully to 168. If not, we're going to pull back here. And if we pull back below this level here at 158, we could come down here back to 154. BABA, this is back on our secondary list. We had a nice run on these Chinese stocks. I really am cautious with Chinese stocks right now, but BABA gives this big, huge run. It's flat, right kind of in the middle of this breakup candle, right below the 20 still. So still, weak enough to where I don't necessarily want to have this on our primary list, because I think right at this where it's at right now, it could go either way. We got to get hold above 100 to 101 if we want to rally up, and if we get below like 96, 98, we could come back down towards 84. So just really cautious on BABA right now. AMED, so AMED, nice run, 3-day run now above the 100 moving average now, and our next resistance area is 167.50. We break that, then the 200 sitting at 178.41. So if we get another day rally here, here's 170.68 right here, 167.69. Those are the two that I'm talking about that we want to get over. Those are our next resistance areas, and if we get above there, then we got the 200, and then it's a nice run after that. Pfizer's been really strong too. I thought we considered putting this on our primary list, but we talked about it. This has got a nice run, but it could be ready for a pullback here. You see, we have a lot of consolidation that happened, right where it's at right now. That should provide a lot of resistance. And so our resistance area is 54.24. If we can break above that, which it could gap above it, to try to make a nice run rally up, above that, because lots of space up here to run. But this very well likely could hit resistance and pull back, possibly 50%, which if it did, it would, the retracement would come back down towards the 50 moving average, around 51, 50, 51 area. So great run, huge, a few weeks to run up here to these highs. But I'm not sure if we have enough to get through that or not. So we'll keep an eye on Pfizer, but if you bid on that one, great run. Broadcom, AVGO, you can see here, we've been just kind of waiting for this one to break up. And, it's this AVGO, you see, we just had this nice run up here, and then it just kind of creeped and crawled and just kind of grinded up higher. And then we had a spike again. And so then we had this little retracement to pull back, after this quick run here. And now we just been kind of grinding on 20. So it's possible we could just sit here and just grind on this 20 and just kind of slowly work our way up back towards this 677 area. If you do that, it's, as long as you're patient, this is a long swing trade. I could, just continue to grind up there. But, any sign of weakness is the only thing I'd caution you about. If we break below the 20, consider that we could pull back, further. So just be careful on that. But still waiting for the rally. We're still waiting for a pop here at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. Google, not as aggressive as the other tech stocks. Google is just kind of coming up here slowly. It's the moving averages are all nice and tight here. Really got to get above this 27.52 area to start to get a rally going back up, hopefully towards this 30.42 area. But it's just taking its time. So continue subscribing to our channel and definitely like our videos if these are helping you out, and also leave your comments so we can continue to look at those and see what other content we can bring you. In your bond is in here flat, so I'm glad about that. You can see our trend line up here. So hopefully this flattens up, or pull back would be great on the bonds here, but not so far. US oil got a nice little pop today, back up over the 20 moving average. So we'll see if that holds and wants to run up again. But it only spent 2 days down here. 2 days, over 2 days starts to show a trend, and obviously it didn't want to show the trend of it coming down, so it's above the 20 again. So we'll see if this holds. You can see it was prior resistance right here, and now we got to chase up these candles. So we'll see if US oil can get above 76. If it's so, 78, 80, looking at kind of $20 increments. Looking at the top of this candle as far as the gold, maybe it's trying to run all the way back up to here and do another test of that high. So we'll see how that goes through this week and next week. A dollar pulling back here just above the 20. So this slow consolidation area, kind of you see where it's kind of gone back and forth. So just kind of keep an eye on that. Dollar is still elevated. The VIX pullback, we talked about this on our videos as well. Really wanted below the 25. It's pulled back below the 20 moving average, the 50, and it's head towards the 100. And it could come down. You could see maybe a bounce in the middle of the night, or you could see it during the day. It very well could come down to this 50 in our trend line, which would be huge support, and bounce off and spike again. If it does, the market's gonna if it came pulled down here, say it does this in the morning or even pre-market. You could see a nice little rally in the SPY, and the market could look like it's going to rally tomorrow. And then all of a sudden it bounces off this 50 and this trend line and bounces up and gives you a spike. And all of a sudden you see the market go down tomorrow at the end of the day. And so the midday, it could actually pull back. So that's why I'm watching this VIX. Yeah, strong support here. So that could create a bounce here. So just be careful on that. Because it very likely could see, that's why I talked about stock move in both directions. Could give you a nice little rally in the pre-market or first morning, and then bounce, and then everything comes down. Here's SPY. Talked about this already. SPY's breaking out, trying to hold that and get to new highs. So we'll see what it can do. Triple Qs looks very similar. We're out of this wedge, but we got to hold. In the 50s, we got to break this 350 next. That's the next area of resistance. And, it's possible we could come up and hit that 350 and pull back down, or even right here where we're at. If the market starts to pull back, we got our lower trend line at 340 area, and then it could come down to 333, and then maybe hopefully get a bounce off here. If not, we got a failure coming in. And that means we had a bull trap here. Semiconductors broke out as well. And so the next level is, this joining up of the 50 and the 200 moving average. So if we can break above, this 268 level, hopefully we can start to rally up here on semiconductors. But we could also, have a retest here or even a pullback. So just watching the semiconductors, a really good week across the most of the market. Dow Jones coming right up here to the 50 and our trend line. So I would say this could be resistance. And so very likely, again, you can see even maybe a spike in the morning or evenings and then a pullback if it doesn't hold. That 50 should be resistance and also our trend line. So just be cautious, at least tomorrow, maybe early next week if we just end up with a flat day, because I think, we could definitely see a little bit of a pullback here just based on the charts. Russell is between the 50 and the 100. So I'm not too worried about the IWM hitting any resistance anytime soon. But nice little rally today. If it did happen, get up to 209, it could hit that area and then pull back if it doesn't break through. But that's a possibility for tomorrow. But it'd be a nice bull run there if it was able to do that. Financials, it's kind of grinding up here, up our trend line here. Nice, great day. We're above the 50 and the 100 now. So we have a nice run up here to our resistance area of 39.55 and then up here to 40.66. If we fail tomorrow, we have a pullback, we could pull back. You could have a bar that comes back here and rechecks in here. If it does recheck, could be close to 200 at 37.50. They could pull back to if we have one. So just watching that, we're kind of like right in the middle. So it could go either direction tomorrow. XLV, healthcare, nice bullish move on healthcare. So they're just nice little rocket right here. But you can see here we have some consolidation here, so it could create some resistance. At 136, we could have a little bit of pullback tomorrow. If we don't, next rally up here is 140, 142 area. So nice open area to run here. So we'll see what the healthcare does. Technology, it's in the wedge here. It's above the 20. Got all these areas of resistance here with the other moving averages. Can we get there? Possibly, but the 200's in there at 153.90. So that could be our next area where we could have a rejection even on our trend line. So you have two areas of resistance right there. So we'll see if it can break through that, but I don't know if it'll do it this week. Not sure. Bitcoin, we're sitting right in the middle of this wedge. So we'll see what the weekend does. I like it. It closed above the 50 for the day. So I like that. Maybe we get a rally out of this and get up to 42,000, 43,000 this weekend. If we can hold above that 50. If we break the 50, then we can possibly come back down to 40,000 or 39,000, 38,000 area. So RUNE, RUNE, we added this one. So this crypto broke out. You can see here it kind of was down here and just consolidating, and then it came up here, and it's right now I tagged it, but just it pulled back. So hopefully it can run up and break through this area, this 288 area, because that was resistance. If we can break through that, next area up here is 350. If we break that, now we can try to get towards this $4.57. So that would be almost a double the money from this breakout here. So for the week, so we'll see if that can continue to run this weekend as well. Waves, so we're starting to move back up again. We got resistance up here at 31. If we break 31, maybe this weekend we can work towards back up towards 36. So waves is still holding on there and moving back up. Luna broke down through our wedge, pulling down towards the 20. If it doesn't find support at 84.51, it's out. We'll take it off our list and wait for it to build it to recover here. But we're still in some weakness. So we kind of busted through here. Now we're pulling back and we're curling down. So I don't like that. So we'll see if we hold the 20. If we don't, then I'll take it off the list and we'll look for other cryptos. That's our cryptos, our stocks, our levels. Trade safe out there tomorrow. It's going to be a little crazy day. I mean, I think it's going to be, but maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be a flat day. But expect the unexpected tomorrow, and trade safe out there. It will be Friday tomorrow, so I won't have a video on Friday night, but we'll have one on Sunday to prepare you for the week. And so definitely join us for that video, and that way you can prep your week out and continue trading with us. And again, if you're interested in joining us, check out our website at finwealthlive.com, and continue watching our videos, and like and subscribe. And everybody have a great night. Have a safe trade tomorrow, and have a great weekend.